Hi, and welcome to another episode of Third Act Solutions. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed so far to the channel, and then tell your friends about it and bring them on too. And because we're still in the growing stages, and we're going to, as I develop this thing out and expand it, hopefully we're going to expand it to where it becomes a show on a platform. Besides being a YouTube channel and also on IG, that it actually becomes a show. Just to remind you about the motivation for doing this, this was really kind of inspired to reiterate from my own life and me finding myself in a certain place that was not good, that wasn't mentally where I wanted to be. My self-care was not good, and I needed to make some changes. And in the last year, I've made tremendous changes, and changed my body, changed my mind, changed my heart. So mind, body, and soul, I needed to work on those things, and I have. And I want to share that. I want to be like the tuning fork for other people who want similar things. A lot of you have anybody above 45 in the second and the third act of their lives, and they are not where they want to be, or they want to be able to enjoy more of where they are. This is the place for you. I'm going to share some wonderful things: nutrition, healthcare, working out, how to take care of your mindfulness, your spirit, how to eat better, how to handle blood pressure, diabetes, all the diseases that are those diseases that we can control if we approach our health and our eating habits in a better way. Our relationships, how do you manage the relationships that are not going so well in your life? We're going to take a look at all these things. We're going to have guests on the show. We're going to do some pretty cool segments. It's going to turn more into kind of an episodic show where there's like segments. It's going to eventually become a half-hour show, and then hopefully an hour show, perhaps, maybe not more than a half an hour, because in that time you can cover a lot of pretty cool things, and we'll find the proper network for it to go on. Anyway, those are all the kind of the great things that we're going to be doing, and I'll be sharing with you, the things that I've learned as a teacher and as a drug education training and treatment aftercare specialist. For those of you who don't know, I ran the drug program for the National Basketball Association from 1983 to 1994. I've been a teacher, I've done seminars, I've done speakers, so many things that I will be sharing with you. And if you've been following along these last couple of weeks, you know that the first place that we started, which is the first place that I think that anyone should start when they're trying to rehabilitate something, is to start with your dream. And so I've asked people to write their dream down. And last week I gave you a great example of someone, Tanya, who submitted her dream, and you were able to take a look at it and understand what it was, and for her to understand the instructions of how to take that dream and then identify the components that's within the dream, that's implicit and explicit in the dream, and then put them in categories so that you understand your goals and your purpose and your postulates and your policies and your principles. And so then you create basically a document that is like a blueprint, that's like a business plan or a life plan for yourself. And so it was very successful for her, and the example is there for you to take a look at it, right? And then I asked, let's do one more week where we take a look at someone's dream. And so Patty, so she's at Patty P0228, wrote her dream out. And we're gonna post it here where you can really take a look at it. As you read her dream and it comes on the screen, just pause it right there so you can read her dream. And then go to the next page and pause it so that you can read it. So pause it when you get to a new page so that you can be really clear about what it is you're reading and why she did it that way. And she did it beautifully. She did it expertly, where she wrote it out and then she highlighted the things that I told her to highlight, all of those things. And then she was very clear about what each color represented and the things that she highlighted. She created a legend so that in that legend, she highlighted all those things. Her raison d'etre, which is her purpose, postulates, goals, strategy, policies and guiding principles. And then in her dream, she did the same thing where she colored what each of those things meant, which is really powerful. It's powerful, okay? And so I want you guys to take a chance and do that again and see how powerful this is. What I want to share with you right now is I asked her to write about, so what kind of difference did this make for you in doing this? And she said, this assignment was a true game changer. I loved how it unfolded as I worked through it. I'm a bit studied in the law of attraction. It works by RHJ and the meaning of the mark. And so I incorporated speaking from the stance of already having achieved the dream and using the powerful phrase, I am. I anticipated this assignment would create the list that is universal in the studies I've listed above, and that its purpose was to direct my vibrational frequencies for manifestation. I was wrong. It was and is so much more. Writing it out as I did instantly gets my vibration up because it expounds on the statement to create the feeling. It cuts out the need to visualize, amplify, then feel. With this doing, which is the name of the document, it's like watching a reel, or Richard's first episode where he created the fullness of emotion one would get from watching a movie, and he did it in under 3 minutes. You get to the space in a fraction of time. That is gold. It draws me in to use it opposed to being something I have to remind myself to do whilst rolling my eyes and thinking about 27,000 other things I'd rather do. Then writing out the different lists of the categories we use, it's like the lock on the feelings. Reading these lists acts like cement, locking in the entire dream with the high vibrational frequencies. Having done this assignment has taken a dream that I didn't think would really happen and put it on the racetrack, bypassed the idea of a roadmap and put up my dream, but bigger, on a GPS on steroids. It is impossible not to achieve. It's already done. How beautiful is that? That's amazing, right? But that's the power of writing it out. That's the power of putting it in the universe because of the fact that it takes it out of your head, which is a real important thing. So I want you guys to do that, right? Do it yourselves and then let me know how it goes. And next week, I'll talk about the next steps in terms of what to do. And each week we're gonna fill out and start adding more and more components to this. And so this is a growing thing. It's very liquid in terms of the way that this channel is being formatted. But I wanted to make sure that we started it correctly and right by dealing with the mind first and dealing with the dream first. All important. Because dreams don't have expiration dates, right? We know that. So come on with me. Let's make this happen.